All right, guys, we are back again. Okay, our second time live today. Earlier, I talked about natural bodybuilding stuff, about a show that's coming up. So it got me a little bit inspired by natural bodybuilding content. So I put up a picture of me on that thumbnail you see from the very first competition I ever did. And that was in 2000. So what are we now in 2000? Jesus, 25. So 25 years ago, I did my first ever natural bodybuilding competition. Okay, and that was in Buffalo, New York, USA. So that's pretty exciting stuff. I'm the guy in the thumbnail, the one that's closest to you, the guy with the sliced and diced quads, the striated quads, and the ripped abs, and a little bit more hair, clean shaven face, and a really dark tan. So yeah, but I don't have any really good quality pictures from that show. I just have some really low res pictures as I try to pull up what I had from that show. Because that's back in the day when we didn't really take a lot of pictures and all that kind of stuff. We didn't do video and all that. It was 2000, okay? It was before Instagram, Facebook, and all that stuff, right? So we didn't have the same quality of cameras to use at the shows. So that picture, I just found some old pictures that I print, like, the quality is really low, but if you look at it in a small picture, a small thumbnail or something, it looks good. But when I try to enlarge it on my computer screen, it looks really bad. So I tried doing that. I was gonna like show you guys more up close pictures, but I can still zoom in on. I only got about 4 or 5 pictures from that show, but there was like 7 people in my lineup. But we can talk about that. I'm willing to talk about anything else, fitness, all you want, okay? And again, workout warrior, rock and workout warrior. So I'm willing to talk about anything else fitness related. Just ask me questions and we'll go on from there. Yeah, 2000 was the very first show I ever did. I think it was in like March or April of that year. And I did a lot of preparation for that. As I didn't go in it blind. I knew exactly what I was getting myself into, like as far as what kind of condition was needed and all that kind of stuff. So I showed up shredded or sliced and diced and cross-striated and everything. I was about as ripped as I've ever been for that show. The funny thing is, my first show ever, I think I was the most shredded I've ever been. Because I put so much emphasis on coming in shredded and practicing my posing. That's why, as I was a novice athlete, there were 7 of us in the lightweight class, and I took first. I'm jumping right to the punch, right to the ending, but I got first. But I can tell you all about the prep and everything like that. All I remember, I know I got the year before I did a mock preparation for a show. So I basically got prepared, and I did a mock diet and took pictures of everything just so I knew where I was at. And I realized at that point I need to work on the posing, because the mandatory poses, if you try to just practice them by yourself, you think you know what they are, but you don't really know what they are, right? Because that was back in the day before all this internet, YouTube, before all the social media stuff, where you just get pictures of the shows, no problem, if you want, right? But that was more like you had to know someone who knew someone who knew someone who knew how to pose, right? Okay. Yeah, hi, CJ. Yeah, I dabble in natural bodybuilding. So that's natural bodybuilding in the picture. So natural bodybuilding just means no PEDs or no steroids, right? So, and I was lightweight too, so nothing crazy, not your stereotypical bodybuilder. And I also run natural bodybuilding competitions across Canada. So that's my background, how I got into all this stuff. I've always been passionate about working out and all that stuff, but I didn't know anything about this other thing called natural bodybuilding until I heard about it in about 1999. I heard about natural bodybuilding. I said, okay, what's that? I went and checked it out. So I checked out a show as well before doing my show. I checked out one live, and that's where I realized, oh shit, I can do this. Because yeah, the conditioning and all that stuff is something that I'm symmetry and balance and all that. And I realized they weren't that big and blah, blah, blah. Because before I knew about bodybuilding was the people we see in the magazine, like Flex Wheelers and all that kind of stuff. Well, back then it was like Gary Stridham and I don't know who else. But you know, all the big names back then. If you throw some names in here, I'll know what you're talking about. But back then, who was it back then? I'm going blank. Rich Gasparia and all these people, right? Vince Taylor. I don't know. There's all these guys, right? But we knew they weren't drug-free. So we thought, at first when we were younger, we all thought, oh, that's possible. You just got to work hard and eat hard, all that, eat just eat and train hard and all this stuff will get that big. Then over time you realize, okay, there's more to it. And then you find out it's almost like finding out about Santa Claus. You find out about steroids and all that stuff. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe they do that. So if you don't do that, there wasn't even a possibility to look like these guys, right? Or to compete or anything. But then I found out about natural bodybuilding. So that really sparked my interest, and I checked one out. And I knew some people who did it, so I picked their brains at a local supplement store. Got a lot of information about how to compete and how to diet and how to train and all that stuff from them, and how to pose. So there's a wealth of knowledge, and this opened up this whole new thing about natural bodybuilding. Who knew that I would be eventually own and run my own natural bodybuilding organization? That wasn't even a thing. It was just a, what do you want to call it? Like a hobby or a passion of mine at first. And then I turned it into a business like about 5 years later, right? McDonald's Wi-Fi. What's that mean? You're on McDonald's Wi-Fi? Rock and roll, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, so if anyone's new here, subscribe to the channel, okay? That'll help me out a lot. I talk about everything in health and fitness. I get into entertainment type stuff just to keep this more exciting on here. So I jumped in on Wes Watson chaos and gave my 2 cents on all that about being fake fights and all that kind of shit, and how Wes Watson stuff is fake as all hell. And a lot of these content creators, when they get into the gossip and all that stuff, and the confrontations with each other and all that kind of stuff, it's all bullshit, right? But it's fun, and because as we know, reality TV and gossip and confrontations and all that's entertaining, right? People love that, right? So you don't think these YouTubers are going to tap into that? And they all have, and they all will, and they'll continue to do it. And then as I build as a YouTuber, I'm going to play around the game too and just have some fun. It is entertaining. And I'm not lying when I say all that Wes Watson is a bunch of bullshit. I'm not just saying it to take a stance to create controversy. I literally believe it's a bunch of bullshit. Pretty much anything I hear about Wes Watson now, any news stories about someone wants to beat up Wes Watson, or Wes Watson's bodyguard wants to beat up someone, right away I've said bullshit. It's just part of the play. They're playing the game. It's just all bullshit, creating content. If you guys want to watch it, and I'll probably keep watching it too, then go right ahead, right? Yes, my first competition was in 2000. It was in Buffalo, New York. There were 7 people in the novice lightweight class. Novice means you never competed before, or you have not placed top 3 before to advance to the open, right? And I took first. I was surprised by it, because backstage, I definitely was one of the smaller guys, because I only weighed in the 140s for this show, and the cutoff was, I think, 155 or something, right? So some of these guys were much bigger than me, right? I think the cutoff might have been 160. I don't even know. Whatever the cutoff was, I was just absolutely way more polished than them, because I did a lot of preparation. My posing was much better. My overall conditioning was much better. My presentation posing, right, was just at a different level than these guys, and that's what made me stand out. Because I had great physiques and had no clue how to pose. So one tip to me for anyone who's going to get into the sport of physique competitions, bikini, bodybuilding, whatever it is, men's physique, whatever you're going to do, learn the presentation, because that's key, okay, guys? If you don't present yourself well, you won't place or be compared as favorably with the other athletes as you wished you were. Because you can look all you want, but if you can't show it, you might as well not have it, if that makes any sense. Like if you're standing in a front pose and you're not flexing your legs hard, and your legs just look soft, and your legs look soft, and that's what they're judging you on. They say he has soft legs. But meanwhile, maybe you might have had like cross-legged legs and all that, but you weren't even flexing them. Or you're holding your side chest all weird to make you look small, or you know what I mean? Like all or your back poses were all done improper, like your lats weren't spread out wide and all that, so you look like you had a narrow back. But meanwhile, you have big lats. So presentation's key, guys. Like I nailed presentation for my first show, especially as a novice. Like I was on top of it. Okay, I was getting help from some guy I knew from the gym on all posing, because he'd done competitions before and he had a lot of experience. So I got him. He wasn't natural, that's the funny thing, but he knew how to pose. So he showed me all the poses, and people were shocked what I looked like naturally, even though I was small. But they were just shocked on my posing and the symmetry and how shredded I was. plus I was kind of like the guinea pig. No one really saw what natural bodybuilding looked like at the gyms I went to, right? Because everyone was all jacked up and stuff. But for some guy to actually go and compete naturally, I was one of the only ones, right? At the time. Now, way more popular, and hopefully it stays that way, right? Because natural is where it's at, guys. It's about health and fitness. You got to think health and fitness long term, and you got to think being a role model to those around you, right? Okay. Yeah, so anyone else on here? Let's jump on here, guys. Oh, thanks for subbing, man. I appreciate that. CS Cool. I love it. Yeah, if anyone has any question about natural bodybuilding or what got me started into it or why I started into it or how I started the natural bodybuilding organization, all that kind of stuff, because this is what I feel like talking about today. That's why I threw up a picture of me from the first competition. I'm going to pull them up on my computer screen, but I'm telling you right now, they don't look that good because I have really bad resolution pictures here. Okay, where are they? Pics of me. Bear with me. I'm looking past my... See, the pictures I have here are really tiny. I'm going to keep them tiny because when I open them up, they look bad. The lat spread, I'm the guy right in the middle there. I'm just getting into the lat spread. But if I had a better version of this picture, you can see how my hamstrings like popping, but you can't tell. But maybe you can sort of tell it's popping like a bicep and the glutes and everything. So yeah, so that's the lineup. And then here I am. That's me closest to us. I'm doing the front abdominal thigh there. These pictures are really bad quality, but you can probably see that the legs are cross-striated and stuff, right? And here I am just standing relaxed. There is no such thing as relaxed. So from the front, you'd be able to tell much better than my lats were popping and stuff, but that's just me from that pose. And there I am, the front lat spread. This is a side shot as well, so you can't tell. But that's me, my very first competition, guys. My very first competition right there. And I took it. There's 7 of us. Is there 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 guys in the novice lightweight class. I was probably the lightest guy there, but I'm also one of the taller guys there because that's my body type. I'm more of an ectomorph, mesomorph type vibe. Pushing more ecto, but I'd have good... Some muscle groups are pretty decent. Like I have narrow shoulders, but then to counter that, I have wide lats. Kind of wild. I have all these little things that counter things, right? And so I was good at standing in the front poses, looking wide, but meanwhile I have narrow shoulders. And then my ankles and wrists are really small, so it makes me appear like muscles are fuller. My triceps come in super diced, like cross-striated. My quads come in cross-striated when I do shows. So that helps look that much better. I have big teardrop muscles and quads. Just little things, right, to stand out. But when I'm against like genetically gifted people, everybody stands out. Like I've been destroyed on stage before because a few years after this show, I competed in the same natural show in Buffalo, New York, and I got a pro card, right? Natural pro card, the NGA, National Gym Association. They're across the USA, right? And back then they're really popular. They're really big names. So in like 2001, late 2001, I got a pro card. So the following year after that, I did my first natural pro show. And that was quite the eye opener to see what's like someone with really good genetics, those short, stockier type builds with really good genetics. There's a big difference between them and me, right? So there's 7 of us there's 7 again in the pro show. My very first pro show ever as a natural athlete. I came in really good. I felt like I did the best I could with my genetics. Like I was looking really good. And I got last place, right? So it was quite the eye opener. It was kind of discouraging, to be honest with you. I still tried really hard, but I felt really deflated. Like, oh my God, all that work, and I didn't even have a chance. Like I wasn't even comparable to these guys because there's no weight class also. So some of the guys were weighing like 200 pounds, maybe some were like 170. They way outmuscled me. I came in shredded, sure. But when I was standing beside them, they could see night and day the size difference, right? That was my first pro show. That would have been like 2001 or 2, I'm not sure. Late 2001 or 2002, somewhere around there. So, but I got my butt handed to me, right? So yeah, so if you guys want to learn anything more about competing in natural bodybuilding competitions, I run natural competitions in Canada. So I have Montreal and Toronto shows. Go to idfa.ca and check out that. And the links are in my descriptions of my video stuff or on my channels page. Just go there. You'll find all the links to everything. And guys, if you're watching, or girls from anywhere else, anywhere, I'm going to start running online competitions, which will be basically like my natural shows, but we're doing it all online. Trust me, it's really easy to follow. We did a whole bunch of them during the COVID days, and they went over really well. I had people from Italy. I'm trying to think of where I had people compete from. Italy, Ireland, USA, and all across Canada, right? That way you didn't have to be there at a physical location. You could literally take the pictures and video of your mandatory poses or your poses right from either your living room, your gym, your kitchen, wherever it was, right? You could just take them all at home, right? Or at the gym or wherever, right? You take them wherever you wanted in your own location, and then you submit them to me, and then I have my judges look over all the photos and videos of everyone that's in all the categories, and then we can judge them. And it actually worked out really well. It worked out a lot better than you would think. And then we also have a transformation challenge, so that's amazing too. So stay tuned for that, guys and girls. We got the online. When I say guys, I'm basically referring to men and women. It's like say guys. I even call my kids guys. Hey guys, and you know what I mean, they're girls. It's a figure of speech. Everyone just says guys. Okay, we don't have to be politically correct. I'm trying to be politically correct. I mean men and women, he and she and they and her, whatever. Fuck. I'm gonna say guys. Okay. I'm 53 years old. I'm not playing all this games with you people anymore. It's just guys. When I say guys, I'm referring to everyone here watching. And don't take any offense, okay? I'm just a guy talking to the guys. Yeah, so that like I said, that's from my very first competition. Let me just maybe put a few pictures up again, just so I have them on my. Yeah, that's from 2001. Sorry, 2000. That's year 2000. I guess I saved him that. It may say 0614, but that's not. This is because I took a picture of them and saved it on my computer. Because these are like pictures of a picture, basically. So they're not that good of quality. Because if I enlarge them any bigger screen, they look absolutely terrible. But anyways, you can spot me out. I'm the guy closest to us right there. I'm that guy right there. I placed first out of 7 people. This show was in Buffalo, New York. It was the NGA Can-Am Natural Bodybuilding Championships. And they still run shows to this day. So they've been doing it over 25 years, probably 30 years. It could even be 30 years by now. And I've been running my natural bodybuilding organization, IDFA, in Canada here since 2005. So that's been 20 years now, going on 20 years, right? So time flies, guys. Time flies. I just wanted to hop on here because, like I said, I'm on here as much as possible, getting the word out, and also building my because the more I come on here, I find that I'm getting more people subscribing, all that kind of stuff. So it's really worth it for me to come on here. This pay off as much as it seems like even to myself, I think, okay, I'm on here again, talk about stuff. And there's not many people on here. But the beautiful thing about these lives, when I'm done, when I hit done, it saves the video in my playlists, right? As videos. So you go to my playlist on my channel, look at live videos, replays, and you'll see all the videos. So it's kind of cool that way. So I don't know. So if you guys want to hear anything else, then feel free to ask me. I'm going to pull up my YouTube here and see if there's any on YouTube right now. And if there is, I may even do a reaction video to something. If there's anything cool on here. I'm trying to figure out how to do reaction video style videos, but right now I don't know how, but I know I can just tape it with my phone. Like during a live, even though that's not the same, but it's kind of cool. Like, what do I got here? What have people posted from my subscriptions here? I'm just looking at my YouTube right now, my monitor. So bear with me here. What stuff about Johnny Bravo made another enemy? And I think that's bullshit too. Anything to do with Wes Watson and that. Now anything I see with making enemies and arguing back and forth and getting, he was in my DMs and there was a fight at the gym. I think they're all fake now. There's not many that I believe are real. And I'm not every YouTuber on the planet, so I'm sure there's some beefs that are real, but the majority of these beefs seem like phony as hell. Like, because they're creating content. Sam Sulek just popped in my feed here. I don't know what you guys think of Sam Sulek. I guess what Greg Doucette is saying is that Sam Sulek is pushing it too hard, right? And that he's basically, if he keeps it up, he's not going to make it past 45 years. That's what the video that Greg Doucette just dropped is about. And he's getting a lot of likes. Anything about Sam Sulek and telling him to stop with all the chaos, with all the madness, gets attention, right? Because Sam Sulek's a big name right now. What if Sam Sulek will be around? Will he be as big in the media, social media, and YouTube as he is now, like down the road? Well, only time will tell, right? Or who else I see popping up here? Toji or something? You guys know who he is? He's a crazy motherfucker. And then we got the Trend Twins. We got a lot of crazy shit in the bodybuilding world, right? A lot of crazy shit. Trend Twins exposed at Fit Expo. I don't know what that's all about, but I see a tape measure. I guess they're being exposed for being even shorter than they claim. Because I guess when it comes to men, if you really want to fuck with a man, like, challenge him about his height, right? Especially if you're shorter even. For some reason, we really take the height thing personal. And I guess I'm one too. But I'm not popping up that anyone gives a shit about comparing my height or ask me how much I weigh or any of this kind of crap. And you probably wouldn't bother me as much anymore as I'm 53 years old, guys. Come on. Been there, done that, right? Been around the block. Been around the world, now yeah. I can't find my baby. Wes Watson's goon threatens my life. This is John Bravo film. Like I said, I think that's a bunch of bullcrap. They're just doing that because John Bravo is he's good. He makes good videos. He seems like a really cool guy, but he also understands how it works. If you want to get views and stuff, you got to create conflicts and beefs and all these kind of stuff, and confrontations and whatever, fights, and you got to create all that stuff because people love it. The drama. That's what it is. The drama. YouTube drama, YouTube content creators drama. Like this is basically doing collaborations. You know what I mean? Having a beef with someone because they don't have drama with people that aren't at their level. They have drama with people at their level because they can share the followings, right? Because if I have a drama with Greg Doucette or something, now all of a sudden, well, I'm small fries, right? So obviously I would love to have drama with Greg Doucette because then people would know who I was and they'd come check my page, right? But if we were both on equal level playing grounds and we had drama with each other, we'd check out both of our pages and we could both create content. That's what it's all about, guys. That's what it's all about. The more I'm playing this game, the more I'm starting to see that. And I'm seeing that reaction videos and stuff are really the big thing, and they're the big thing to really get the views popping, get the subscriptions going, get people watching your stuff, right? So I gotta get playing more of that drama game, if you know what I'm saying. And I don't mind. I just gotta find stuff that I'm really passionate enough about that I can actually partake in the drama and have some stuff of entertainment, right? I feel like I did a good job with Wes Watson, but my channel's so small that my stuff's not really popping like I wish it would, right? Because I had some pretty fun stuff when it came to Wes Watson, but you can only do what you can do, right? So yeah, so if anyone's on here, I'm Shaun Campbell 2. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on TikTok, and of course I'm on YouTube. So Shaun 2.0, just like the one I'm using for YouTube here. I use that in Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, okay? So subscribe to me on here or check out my other social medias and come say hi. Add me or follow me on those other social medias. Subscribe to me here. Let's get this rocking, guys. Oh, another fitness influencer, Alex Eubank. Who knows that guy? He's one of the big people are talking about him a lot because he went on TRT and the guy's only in his 20s, right? That's kind of crazy, guy. That's kind of crazy. The fact, because there's all these loopholes. Apparently, these TRT clinics just want to make too. In the U.S., Canada's probably really strict because Canada's really strict about like you really treat TRT replacement as TRT replacement therapy, right? But anyways, these guys, these young guys, these bodybuilders who just want to get jacked are getting their hands on TRT and they're saying, I'm on TRT, I need it. No, you don't fucking need it. I'm 53, I don't qualify for TRT, okay? That's just a little side note here. Just something fun, I did blood work, okay? Never done blood work in my life as far as testing my testosterone. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna check it out. Let's see where it's at. Blew my mind what I'm at. I'm not a big guy. I thought people with high testosterone are big guys. But I feel very good for my age, and I've always been in good shape pretty much all my life, right? I'm 53 years old, for Christ's sake. And I'm still going to the gym like a maniac. I'm not making huge improvements, but I'm maintaining a lot of everything I've developed and everything, and I look damn good. Not to toot my horn, for a natural athlete, 100% totally natural. So I tested my I had my testosterone tested, and I'm like fucking, it was flagged as high. Not flagged, but yeah, they have this one of the markers. They tell you what you are. They tell you what the range is. Way outside range, like on the high end, and they have a thing called flag, just where they put like a little note with. And if I was just normal, I wouldn't say nothing, but I said high. Like I was flagged as high testosterone. I'm 53. I'm high testosterone for a man of any age. So it was like 900 and something. It was 31 point something. I don't know what the hell. I don't know how to read that shit too much. But I went and did some Googling on it, and I was like, holy shit, this is high. Then I think, what does high testosterone mean? Like I always thought it would have meant you had a lot of muscle mass and stuff, but it's not necessarily that, right? Because just think of it. Women have low testosterone. Some women are actually pretty muscular, and they're not going to have higher testosterone than a man. So testosterone really isn't the only factor that builds muscle. But I guess if you take extra testosterone, if I took beyond what I need, like I don't qualify even if I wanted to. I'm not even anywhere entertaining there. By the looks of my testosterone level, even if it dips so low it's not funny, for me, I still won't even be eligible for testosterone replacement therapy because I don't need a replacement. And I bet you a lot of these young guys do not need testosterone replacement therapy. What the loophole is these fuckers are on drugs and steroids and testosterone. When they come off it, their body hasn't produced it, so not producing it right away. So if they go get their blood work tested, now all of a sudden they got low testosterone and they get fucking TRT prescribed, which is a bunch of bullshit, guys. Fuck. Basically, you're helping out the guys that get off steroids. Let them fucking not pay the price, okay? They made a choice. Now let your body rebuild the testosterone, and then see where you're at. But it's all money making too, right? Apparently the TRT labs, they don't give much of a fuck in the States. As long as you're willing to pay for it, we'll justify, right? Just like anything, right? Money fucking talks, right? Yeah, because basically yeah. Yeah, but I was shocked. I didn't think it would be low or anything, but I did not think I'd be on the high end because with the testosterone number that I had, I was like, what the fuck? I was shocked. It's basically like a 25-year-old as fucking prime. My numbers are at that. Like I'm fucking maxing out, and I'm at 53. I'm well outside. Like I'm about 100. Say it goes something to 800. Like the average range, 100, 800. Like the normal range could be anywhere in there, and I'm like 900 and something. It's like what? So I guess I shouldn't say what the fuck. I should be like fucking right, man. I should be happy because I guess that's what made me in the gym lately. Because I'm working out and thinking I'm a specimen here, motherfuckers. people at my age be dying to have this fucking testosterone level. And these people in these young guys working out have this, most likely you have lower testosterone levels than me, and I'm fucking 53, fucking banging shit out. So it's kind of gave me a little oomph in the gym, right? Even though I have no one here watching this right now, so it's kind of my little secret, or to you guys, like, that everyone knows this. Because so I was always wondering why I felt like I always felt pretty good. That's why it's me up about age, right? I do see that obviously I'm getting older, right? But my energy levels don't feel so bad. I feel pretty good. Obviously, there's wear and tear on the body. I've been on this earth 53 years. There's wear and tear. That's why I have to put these fucking things on too. It's just normal wear and tear of the eyeballs. You know what I'm saying? I use them all the fucking time. So to read small text, I need these. Never need those before until my 40s, right? What else is it? The odd ache and pain I'll get. Who knows, right? But I've never had injuries. I've never really felt demotivated to go to the gym. I've never felt like I don't have energy. All this, the signs of low testosterone, but I would never have imagined I have high testosterone. Just because I think I'm 53, how the fuck do I have high testosterone? Like way outside the range of what it should be for a 50-year-old. So I don't know, I guess you almost say I'm fucking proud about that. I almost feel like, you know, Greg Doucette always wants to see people's blood work. I almost feel like sending it over to him when he thinks of it. See, what do you think of this? I'm 100% natural. Never done any drugs or nothing. Is this pretty fucking astonishing that my levels are this high right now? And based on what you see too, I'm nothing crazy. I'm no genetic freak or nothing. I'm not like fucking muscle. Because I always thought that's why I didn't think I would have high testosterone. Because I always thought high testosterone means you're going to be fucking huge. Because that's what people always inject testosterone to get bigger. Like they inject testosterone to get to the levels where I'm at. If they're doing TRT, right? And that's maxing it out. Like they'd be like, oh, we got to lower the dosage. You're too high. They're on TRT dosage, right? Because they want to be in the normal range. Because they'd be outside of it. Like, oh, you're too high. Like I'm at a number that's too high even if you're on TRT. So I don't know the fuck. I guess I should be fucking happy, right? Because that's another thing with. Because what if I got the number low? Then I'd have this thing in the back of my mind. Should I do like TRT or something, right? But meanwhile, that's not even a fucking anything I'll ever be able to entertain. I'll be in my 60s and my testosterone, even if it dips a bit, will still be way fucking higher than it's supposed to be. Like I'd have to have my thing at the badly just to get me into like average range, which is fucking unreal. I still can't believe it. That's why it's because I have no one else to tell this to. Because who the hell do I tell this to? I'm just talking to myself here. So if anyone's on here, you're getting to hear a little bit of scoop about it. I don't know anybody about this. I don't talk about it. So that's pretty fun. Conor McGregor and BKFC, that's fun stuff. What else we got going on? I'm just looking at the YouTube gossip on here. I'm going through my page. The P. Diddy stuff's pretty wild. Like I'm willing to talk about any gossip stuff. I love talking about the gossip because it also gives me ideas of how I could like talk about this stuff. These CrossFit fuckers, Jesus Christ, I'm seeing a few of them on my feed right now. They're so fucking jacked up on steroids, it's not even funny. Like, well, this guy, I don't even know who this fucking guy is. Look at this fucking guy. Where is he? Right there. Who the fuck is that CrossFitter? There's no way in hell. They say these guys are drug tested. That guy's natural? Come on. The traps like that? No way in hell. And a hardness of a physique like that? And traps like that are just not even just traps like that. The traps are outrageous. Like, this is crazy. Crazy talk. Trend twins can't fight. I don't know, like, who cares if they can fight or not? The Rise, Fall, and Rise of Jay Cutler. Maybe I should watch that one of these days. I'm sure that might be an interesting one. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on in the YouTube world, right? I watch a lot of YouTube. I don't even watch my TV much. I just have really basic channels on TV because I watch so much YouTube, but it keeps me in the loop. And just by getting on these videos and talking like I am right now, it keeps me in the loop of things. And it keeps me creating content. Any ideas? Because I'm sitting on here, especially when it's kind of quiet on here, I'm just talking a lot. But then I start thinking of ideas. I'm only just talking outwardly to myself. And then I come up with ideas of what I can make videos on, or my next YouTube live on, or whatever, right? Because when I do get make a video, I recorded a video about the IDFA 154 Montreal show that's coming up, Montreal Natural Bodybuilding Championships that I run. That's coming up on June 14th. So I'm gonna edit that and put out a video. That'll be tomorrow. Let's go to my videos. See what I could show you here. Look at my lives. I've done, guys, over 60 lives since December 28th, guys. 60. Oh, and Natalie, the guy, you know that guy who dressed like a janitor and he lifts heavy weights and stuff and freaks people out, all that stuff. Like, there's guys calling Cassidy Campbell's calling him out recently about how that's all staged and stuff. He uses bumper plates and all that stuff to make it look like it's way more impressive. Yeah, he's lifting pretty heavy weight, but they make it look way more impressive. And they can tell. And Cassidy Campbell's a prank expert, right? Like he does prank videos. That's what he does for content. Been doing it since 2016. So he's kind of an OG in the prank genre on YouTube, right? So he's calling out everything about Natalie, the guy who, Anatoly, or whatever his name is, Anatoly. He's calling him out big time about pretty much everything that he's doing. Like as far as like even putting on bumper plates, because you can really stack them and make it look like there's a lot of weight on the bar. Because some of these bumper plates are only 20 pounds, some are 25, all that kind of stuff. And they're the size of 45-pound plates, right? So it looks like you got all fucking weight on the bar, but meanwhile the bar is only 300 pounds or something. Just by there's you just saying that to show you why he can handle the weight so easily and walk around with it and all kind of stuff and pick it up. And so he's saying he thinks it's staged as well, because he's saying these guys that are pretending they can barely lift that weight and they're these huge bodybuilder guys, he says they can handle that no problem. It's just all staged and stuff because it does get views and stuff, right? It's kind of like prank videos that are faked, if that makes sense, right? A prank video that doesn't let you in on the prank at the end. That's the fake part about it all, right? Because Cassidy Campbell, yeah, he did a lot of prank videos and a lot of crazy shit, but at the end he would let you know it was a prank. And when you're watching it, you knew it was all phony and a prank, and it's ha ha ha, funny bloop prank video, right? Meanwhile, these guys are doing all this fake shit, but they're not calling it fake shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they're doing prank style videos, but playing it off like it's real. And that's what Cassidy Campbell's calling him out on. And he's doing a good job. He nailed it. I was watching, I was into it. So you gotta watch that. On my lives, I put that up there. Anatoly, the janitor guy. It's called, yeah, just go to my, let me go to my live videos. Bear with me, guys. Well, if anyone's even here. I'm just gonna go to my playlists. Bear with me. We are back here again, guys, for another YouTube Live. I'm Shaun Campbell, Shaun Campbell 2.0, okay? I'm going to sit down and do a video about this show coming up on June 14th in Montreal. It's the IDFA 154 Montreal Natural Bodybuilding Championships. Come on, guy, what's going on here? There we go. By the International Drug-Free Athletics and Workout. Yeah, here, guys. There's a live I have a playlist called Live Video Replays. So go to my channel, look at the playlist by Shaun Campbell 2.0. Here are the most recent lives. Look at this one right here. Anatoly, the fake gym pranks. Go watch that. That's interesting stuff. You might better watch the video better on Cassidy Campbell's YouTube, but go check mine out first so you can find out if it's irritating the way I taped it. Then just go watch his video he put together as well. It's really good. And you can also see on here, like when I talk about things, I save them all, right? All 60 some odd of them are here, right? You can just look at the titles and just watch them or just them in the background. Because I talk about motivational stuff. I talk about topics. I just basically rant on it, go on and on and on. You just follow along, listen to it. It's entertaining. It's also, you get some motivational stuff in there, some tips in there. So I go on tangents all the time. If you're into natural bodybuilding, check that out. If you're into just hearing the drama of Natalie being called out for being fake, watch that. Top 3, if you're into gym rules or gym etiquette, check that out. If you want to get into some gossip about steroids in Hollywood, check that out. You get the idea, right? So just go check all those out. This is my YouTube. Let's go to my channel. Yeah, so if you haven't already, come subscribe to my channel. There's a little thing saying that we're live right now, and that's my live. I'm taping my live that I'm live. That's pretty wild. So it says I'm live right now, so it's right there. It's Shaun Campbell 2.0. So you go up here, youtube.com at Shaun Campbell 2.0. Subscribe. It's right down at about 1,950 some odd, right? So I just need about 50 some odd more subscribers, and we're at 2,000 subscribers. So that's my small little goal for now. I'm doing really well on getting closer to monetization because right now things are coming together nicely. Workout Warrior, go check out stuff like about him on my site. Here's my Wes Watson videos that are nuts. Real or fake, I do right down there as well. I have all kinds of Wes Watson videos. You got to watch those. Workout videos. Workout Warrior World. There's my shorts that I've done. So I keep trying to bang out a lot of shorts as well too, because that helps with the algorithm and the views and the likes and all of that shit, right? I got some workout videos here when I prepared to guest pose at one of my own shows, IDFA Universe, which was not a year ago. So in 2023 December. So a year and 2 months ago, a year and 1.5 months ago, I did a preparation for getting on stage, and here's some of the videos leading up to that. Because I did a lot of documentary style workouts. I documented a lot of my workouts leading up to it. Almost all of my workouts, almost. Okay, guys, I'm going to jump off here, but it was nice talking to you guys. And subscribe to the channel, guys. So again, I'm Shaun Campbell 2.0. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, of course. So if you're seeing me for the first time, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And go to my other social medias, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I'm Shaun Campbell 2.0 there. And subscribe to me on YouTube here. And I will talk to you guys the next time I'm on here. And until then, get those workouts in.